Coach, you're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the most valuable player of 2018, Patrick Mahomes, and the Kansas City Chiefs, as they'll square off against Tom Brady and the...
Coach, it's one of those teeth-chatteringly cold and snowy December afternoons here at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Brady now on first down, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, we've got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. 12 yards there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing now is Brady. He hits his target. Left side, Watson. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down now. It's White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Well, he's going to take a shot. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way down to the 37. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a man who really came on late last year. It's Damian Williams. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on right and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Holding offense.
So So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Mahomes throwing out second down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. For New England, this is how they will line things up defensively. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try and get it home to Sherman, the fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
After a play like that, it should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. No, bottled up. It's out, it's loose.
Holding. Offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We're scoreless after 1. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Gordon, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football. Seems like we've seen the Seahawks quite a bit in prime time the last few weeks, and we get them again tonight as they head down to L.A. to take on the Rams. And then tomorrow night for Monday Night Football, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bannon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Switch.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. It'll be a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Nico Hardman, the intended target.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And Watson has it right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Pulling on first down is Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Brady gives this to White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Yeah, Brady's throw there, incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Last year's MVP, Patrick Mahomes, leading the Chiefs for their next possession. They begin the drive with Williams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach. Jonathan Coach was standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a Dolphin is confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for our offense.
Mahomes able to find Robinson, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 yards there, first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Williams hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Come on, fellas.
And now out come the Patriots. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Well, they were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. So we've hit halftime. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Nico Hardman, the intended target. First possession of the third quarter and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 36, Brady complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
How about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Yellow.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Well, last year, Chris Conley was the 3rd option at receiver for Kansas City. He shipped off to Jacksonville. Now they're hoping that Robinson can help fill that void. And Andy Reid has said that he and Mahomes are developing a great rapport, hoping to improve upon the 22 times they connected last season. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Brady now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Mahomes now on first down. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Check 31, check 31. Whip, 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 whip. What I got?
They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Here we go.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take a run, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Mahomes throwing complete there to Robinson, and he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football, but sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Out to his left. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Simon able to record his 5th sack of the season. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Alabama, 380. Check, 43. All day, every day.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Watch out for Hill on the return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
That's good for 28 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Rolling to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Hey, 43, 15.
To throw is Mahomes. Steps away. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short game.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A final score now from Oakland. And it was the Titans who were able to take home the victory there. Marcus Mariota, nearly 400 passing yards.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Kansas City, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you do it.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist. Watch how I flip, watch how I whip. I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist. I never switch. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist. Watch how I flip, watch how I whip. I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist. I never switch.